Okay, continuing the video. So number 4, dividing square in a rectangular box. So this is the one. Very simple, but it's very useful when you know how to divide the square in a rectangular square. Because a lot of time when you're dealing with the buildings, the windows, doors, colors, the pillars, they're all same size and they're in equidistance too. So the division actually helps to gauge distance of windows and so on. Okay, so I'm going to just I'm just gonna draw squares like this, right? Okay. Now, one point perspective, it's very simple because the front plane doesn't distort. So if I wanted to divide this into 4 equal 4, what you want to do is to draw the diagonal lines and find the central point. And once you have a central point, you divide into verticals and horizontal, right? So now you have 1, 2, 3, and 4 equal plane, right? Okay, now you want to do the further divisions. This, I draw diagonal line. I have a central point here. So I have a vertical line, I have horizon line. Okay, so now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 equal plane, right? So if you do this, you can do, close to like a 16 equal divisions here. You can continue to do the smaller division like so. But this is very helpful because in a perspective system, the planes that's receding, like for example this one, it's distorted, right? Because it's the plane that goes away from you. Now I can do the divisions of this distorted plane by doing this. So I found the central point here, right? Okay, so all I need to do is to draw the vertical lines. And for this one, since it's receding away from you, the horizontal lines goes towards the vanishing point. Remember, right? Okay, now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 equal divisions. Of course, this looks a little smaller because it's in perspective, right? This looks bigger because it's closer to you, and this looks smaller because it's further away from you. But this is divided into 4 equal plane. Okay, so that was number 4. Number 5. Okay, when do we use this? A lot of time you use it because sometimes you see the trees or the light poles on the street, or the something that's placed in equidistance. So this is the one that the trees are planted in equidistance, but there's so many you can't really count them. So this, we call it telephone pole technique. So first thing what you want to do is to decide where the first tree is going to be. And I get the questions like, well, where do I start it? Anywhere you want, because that's your drawing. Okay, so I decided to do it here. Okay, if you're trying to draw something in front of you, you just do the siding and then place where the placement of the tree, and then you start from there. But here we're making this up. First tree, what you want to do is to always draw the diagonal line towards the vanishing point, right? Towards the vanishing point. So now it looks like a small flag, like extended flag or something, right? And then I'm going to decide where the second tree is going to be. Remember, the vertical remains parallel, right? So here, this is the first tree, this is the second one. And I get the question, so where do I place the second trees? It's up to you. Here, 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 it could be anywhere. I want to show you the divisions and increasions, so I want to do it so that I have enough space left to divide, so I left it here. The next step is to, remember we just did the division, right? Up here, right? Okay. So visualize the squares, and I diagonal lines, and I have a central point here. And I'm going to draw the vertical lines, right? And I'm drawing the horizontal line. This time it's going away from you, so it's going towards the vanishing point here, right? Okay, so this next step is very important. This is how you figure out where the third tree is going to be, and this is by the system, so you don't have to figure out. So this is how you figure out. So from the top, this is the central point of the second tree. I'm going to connect these two. You see that? I'm going to use the red pencil here. So the top of the first tree, the central point of the second trees, and I connect these two lines until the line intersect with the bottom one. And this indicates the third tree in perspective. This is number 3. Right? Okay, so then how do I figure out the fourth one? Don't randomly decide it. This is the system that you're utilizing it. So again, the top one of the second tree and the middle point of the third tree, and I'm going to draw the line until the line intersect. And this is the placement of the fourth trees. Remember, the vertical remains parallel, right? Like so. And this is parallel to the drawing paper, edge of the drawing paper, remember? Okay. This is 4. Top one, this middle one, and I draw the line that intersect, sorry, that intersect, and that's the tree number 5, like so. See how the distance is actually diminishing because it's going away from you, right? So this is how the perspective system is working. So this is the 6th one. So you can see the trees or the columns, or you know, this is placed in an equidistance but in diminishing in perspective. Okay, so this is number 5, right? All right,